Wait, y'all. Y'all got load up. I come and share. I used to play basketball. I like to play.
They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
I forgot. Come on, bro. We got reached the 90 overall. Yeah, I've been playing this on music. I've been playing my Chris Brown song and replay it from the beginning. And yeah, let's get into it.
All attendees will receive a complimentary Nets golf towel. Attention Nets fans, there are limited tickets still available for future home games. To grab yours, select free broadcast bobblehead. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Nets along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of the guest relations team will respond immediately. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy the game.
There are still seats available for upcoming games. Please go to the nearest ticket booth to get yours today.
Hey fans, you don't want to miss Nets night.
Let's go.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Minnesota. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And I think the Nets, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
And now Washington's starting group. Brogdon out there with Jordan Poole. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Sarr. And it's Coulibaly in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Watford out there with Johnson. Then there's Cam Thomas. Then it's MP. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And with the season in its stretch run, MP's been out to prove that his name should be on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
In this season, we've already seen the kind of competitor MP is. He might have some work to do to take home the award. There's no question he's going to put everything he has into it. And it's a possibility for sure.
And with the trade deadline behind us, GA, that is a busy time for front offices.
Yeah, and for every trade that takes place, hundreds more are proposed. I don't envy the GM's long hours behind the scenes.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Brogdon. And it's off from three-point range. Thomas finds MP. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. MP's got 5 points so far.
That's a smooth long-range bomb from MP, building even more confidence behind that line.
Now, here's Brogdon. Hits it from three-point range.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
On the high post, again, the Nets for 2.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Here's Claxton. Kicks it out to MP. Second shot opportunity. Yep, it counts. And it's 9 points for MP.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Kuzma outside. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that's a learned skill from Kuzma. Not all forwards can get rid of it like that.
And stolen by Kuzma. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. MP in the last time out against Houston lit up the floor. He scored 25 points, and he capitalized quite a few times from distance, which was huge. Yet another outstanding game for him. He's playing with a ton of confidence and dominating as a result. Guys?
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
And a moment here to find out what the news is out in the Western Conference. Shams Charania is on the line. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. And the news today is coming out of Laker Nation. They wanted somebody who could run the offense, get the ball where it needs to go, and play with fire on the defensive end. Marcus Smart is all of that and more. The quintessential glue guy. I'm told they could not be happier to bring in Smart.
Thank you for the insight, Shams. Much appreciated. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
MP, good.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Poole against MP. Poole. Here's Sarr, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And when you ask the coaches about Sarr, they rave about his motive.
MP with it. Ogden picks him up. MP, that's for 2. Another miss by MP.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range.
Kuzma with it. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. For 3. Cans it from downtown. Kuzma's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Well, coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards out front, leading by a point. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Here's Poole.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
So on the floor for Washington, Jordan Poole is out there at Broad.
Oh, yes, sir. Great job by Poole of putting some pressure on the defense.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And a wide open look for MP. Washington with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Back to Poole. And he banks in the layup. Poole's got 6 in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
MP, good.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
Pass to Coulibaly. There's There's 49 seconds left in the first half. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Again, the miss by Poole. Poole against MP. And the dunk by MP.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
Pass to Song. Back to Poole. Over MP. Again, the miss by Poole. The Nets with the lead. Williams passes to Claxton. Here's MP. And it's good off the back rim and in. 19 points for MP.
They say the mid-range shot's a dying shot, but they're MP doing his best to resuscitate it.
And again, Washington no good. Got it off in time. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. MP has been leading the charge for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break.
Welcome, everybody. Fellas, you gotta love watching teams go at it like this.
Love seeing it, Ernie. It's fun to see these teams, the fans, and us in the...
And when we look at the first half for the Nets, a close contest so far.
I know my partner here appreciates the brute force, especially on the glass.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got MP, Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Cam Johnson, and it's Thomas in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
The Wizards with the lead. Now Brogdon. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Way outside, MP.
And what a night to remember for MP. Still so young, this guy could have many nights like this in the future.
Poole kicks to Brogdon. Poole with the screen for Brogdon. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Over Watford. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. MP, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Brogdon outside. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon. Pass to Sarr. Over Claxton. Sarr's shot is off.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the in one, and this time they're not backing off. Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Things get clearer and clearer as we move through this season. And as we move into February, here is a look now at the top rookies around the NBA. So many great young... Wizards trail by 4. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Rashawn Holmes. Marvin Bagley is out there with George. Then it's Corey Kispert. And it's Carrington in at the 1 spot. And the rejection by Claxton. Johnson finds MP. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 26 points for MP.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Here's Carrington. Covered by MP. And that one, good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
From outside, off the mark. The Wizards shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Carrington missing.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. With the fadeaway. Holmes can't get it to go in. Brooklyn's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Oh, MP sinks the triple.
Now, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shot on the wing and right on target. Good. And now a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Coulibaly. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Kuzma. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. He plays the 4, the small forward, and that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He doesn't get the second one.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Brooklyn leading by 8. A 3 from MP. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Oh, nice read from Kuzma. Really good at finding the open teammate.
On the wing, MP. And the Nets, another 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they...
There's the 3. Let's keep it alive. Rebound, Washington. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And here's MP. MP powers through the contact inside. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. A floater. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I think the defense was trying to outthink Kyle Kuzma. Thought he would be inside instead. He hits him with the floater.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Brooklyn.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock from outside the arc. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. MP's got 44.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Jordan Poole, 3.
MP, that's for 2. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. They weren't even trying to win, so you better not lose. These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
Hey, Chad.
For your next home games this coming season. See the ticket booth for more information. Attention Nets fans, we can't wait to see you on the next home game, because everyone in attendance will receive a bobblehead of your Nets mascot. Enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper items or gestures, entering the court or disrupting play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest.
A look from earlier as the Nets head to the locker room. They're in no mood to let this game get away from them on their home turf. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports. This is that grinded out part of the year, Grant. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, BA. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Tyler Hero is out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Ware in at center, locking down the middle. Now here's Butler. Offline with a 3. MP scanning the floor. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's a smart shot. I love seeing MP take the 3 in that situation.
Back to Hero. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Now here's Hero, taking command on offense when they need him, putting up 21 a game.
And Hero excels at that pull-up. It's a shot he has worked tirelessly on.
And the Heat unveiling the statue of Dwayne Wade, Stan, the face of the franchise forever.
Yeah, Brian, you think of what he meant to this organization, propelling it to its very first championship and then attracting other stars to Miami. He is truly the foundation.
MP shot is good.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response three. This guy is all about winning.
Hero, the pass to Rozier. Back to Hero. The three ball. Brooklyn with the board.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's MP. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. MP's got 8.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of other young players, MP has shown he's comfortable working in the mid-range.
Hero against MP. And he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Wizards was outstanding. He ended up with 44 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. He seemed to be everywhere out there doing whatever he could to help his team. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
He buries it from 3.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Melton outside. Pass to Johnson. MP left side. Butler with a steal. Rozier outside. Here's Highsmith. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Keeping his head up and staying patient. This is what you love to see from Rozier as a playmaker.
And Jordi Fernandez calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's... Heat trail by 6. Setting the floor for the Heat. We've got Josh Richardson. Duncan Robinson is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's Jovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Hero. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
Bogdanovich passes to MP. Puts up a 3. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Heat shooting around 53%, a nice number. Here's Jovic. They get it back. Hero misses from short range.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's MP. Pass to Claxton. From deep, MP. Oh, MP buries the triple.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Here's Jovic. Now Hero. Covered by MP. Outside Richardson. Brooklyn pulls it in. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. MP with it. Hero picks him up. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, terrific take by MP. He's just punishing them on the drive.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Yep, that one's good. Hero's got 16 points now.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
Heat trail by 7. Hero on the wing. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. Pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Hero against MP. Jaquez with it. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. And a big finish by Robinson.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A big group substitute. Brooklyn up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And moving on, time to check out the midseason NBA Power Rankings.
Looking at Miami, I think we know at this point how good this team can be, and that is not very good, Ernie.
Look at Kenny over here reading like a third grader. Hard to disagree, but this team is bunk.
Bunk?
Bunk?
I said it. Bunk.
Bunk? Hey, define bunk.
It's a dunk, but a bad dunk. Bunk.
Ooh. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Trendon Watford is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then it's Cameron Johnson. And it's MP in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Again, MP missing. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting room.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Now here's Rozier. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And no good. Brooklyn leading by 8. Goes up on the wing. Oh, another miss by MP.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Butler. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Outside Butler. MP against Hero. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. It's on Tyler Hero for Brooklyn. Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Watford. Wilson comes in for Johnson. And it's Thomas in for Melton. And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Fires it. They get the rebound. Bogdanovic. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Bogdanovic has got 7 points in the game, and so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the gameplay. So for Miami, Jaquez has checked in for Highsmith, and it's Robinson in for Hero. Heat trail by 12. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Ooh, JB, look out.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
MP with it. Guarded now by Jaquez. MP knocks down the 18-footer. MP's got 26.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's Butler. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Well, Stan, you coach against some really tough players in your day. Where does Jimmy Butler stand right now? What makes him Jimmy Butler?
Well,
Heat trail by 12. Setting the floor for the Heat. On the wing, it'll be Robinson and Butler. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Josh Richardson. And it's Jovic in at the 5. Robinson passes to Jaquez. 4 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Lets it go from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shoots. MP shot is off. And for Miami, they're shooting at about 44% so far. Richardson, the pass to Jaquez. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Well, he is a gifted attacker. When Jaquez Jr. gets this kind of opening, you know what happens next.
And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Butler.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
Fires from deep. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in the game. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Tyler Hero's doing. What do you have, Allie?
Hey guys, Miami's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And this team really needs him. They aren't the deepest squad in the NBA, so we'll see how they move forward, Brian.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery. Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
And Erik Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
From deep, MP. Rebound, Miami. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Every Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. From outside the arc. Pure from three-point range. MP's got 8 here in this quarter.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Here's Hero. Uses the glass on the layup.
You're busting his way inside. Hero making sure he kept moving toward the hoop.
MP with it. Now guarded by Rozier. MP way outside. Rebound Miami. Hero's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Rozier. The 3 is up. Claxton with a rebound. Nets leading by 9. And here's MP from outside. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for the Heat. Hero on the wing. Tries it from 19. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP way outside. Elite range. MP.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Up top, Hero. Covered by MP. That one goes in.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. MP shot is good.
A well-executed pull-up is so tough to stop. MP already showing that he has that shot in his skill set.
Hero finds Butler. Hero outside. And a two-handed jam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. There's 38 seconds left to play in the fourth. MP against Hero. Pulls up, high post. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Yeah, you never want to send Hero to the line. Tyler's led the league in free throw shooting.
At the line. He drops the first one. So we see the Nets get the win here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA.
That will always have your heart.
That's how we stand on business.
Hey chat, I'm gonna end this live video and I can hop on GTA and be making another video on GTA. We'll be making my, I think, 3rd or 4th video, live long video.
See.
What I mean by stay out of trouble, I mean by staying out of jail. Don't go to jail. Don't do anything that's gonna send you somewhere away from your family. do stuff positive. And always keep positive energy to anybody.